Open-top Roadsters are never serious machines. They're designed to be lifestyle vehicles that leaves you wanting to explore more of the elements. These two-seat open-top cars, they may usually look the part, but they're actually the opposite definition of a sporty drive. What is the charm with Roadsters anyway? It seems to be driven by people who are a little bit more lifestyle centric, and I never really understood the need for that million-mile headspace. These cars, they seem to be the kind of thing that you gotta sort of buy into the lifestyle to really enjoy them. And I know it's not all of them, but most of them never really deliver the kind of fun that it sort of poses on a car like this. However, if I had to love and enjoy one, it'd be a Honda S2000. This thing goes about delivering fun in a different way, and not just as a roadster, but also as a driver's car. Let me tell you why. In our world, there aren't that many cars that can offer multiple personalities, and the ones that do, I think, are very special cars. Roadsters are designed from ground up to offer you that dual personality experience, because on one hand you get a sports car that is supposed to be engaging and fun to drive, and then on the other hand, on days like this, you can remove the roof off and really just enjoy the weather and the million-mile headspace. But then again, not all Roadsters really offer that fun that it promises, because most of them just end up to be quite heavy and quite soft, which to me really deters the whole experience. You see, what you want from a Roadster is a fun drive, and that is why people keep on banging about the MX-5, I think. But this dual personality experience is what people really chase after in Roadsters, but not many manufacturers can truly achieve that. What the S2000 is a celebration. You see, the first ever Honda passenger car, the S500, was a small two-seat configuration front-engine roadster, a bit like the S2000. You see, Soichiro Honda wanted to develop a car that people can truly enjoy driving, unlike other manufacturers at the time, where they were really focusing on passenger mobility. I think the S2000 is different. I like being inside here. It's very cool. You sit nice and low, and the steering column doesn't move about. It's very tight and very driver-centric. Everything on the dashboard is focusing towards you. It has its own little quirks. And while it may be a roadster, Honda threw a lot of the technological know-how to make this thing a true driver's car. Underneath the long bonnet is an F20C NA VTEC powered 2-litre engine that sits right behind the front axle, and that gearbox is placed low to achieve that favoured 50-50 weight distribution. The chassis is a special X-brace monocoque designed to deliver the desired stiffness not just for an open-top car, but as a full-blown sports car. Yes, the whole car is light. It only weighs 1,250 kilos. You get 247 horsepower from that NA VTEC engine, and it's very rev happy because it revs all the way to 9,000 RPM, and it wants to stay there constantly. This engine is lively. I know people say that the F20C does not have performance, does not have power, but the way the whole package ties onto the S2000 is very closely matched to what you really want from a car, because it's all light, it's rev happy, it keeps you involved in the driving. That makes it fun to drive. And that, I think, is the essence to which people can really enjoy an S2000. You really gotta keep that rev up. You have to be confident and smooth very sharp. In fact, I think maybe too sharp for its own good. But it's something that you can enjoy, and especially on a bit of twisties like this, it's really, really fun. Let's not ignore the fact that, of course, we also have the roof down, and I'm surprised just how balanced, how stiff the car feels. And it's really darky. It's cool. It's different. I think it's different, and that is how I think the S2000 delivers fun and driving enjoyment differently. It's a dual personality car because you can enjoy cruising this thing along at low speeds, but when you just want to enjoy the car a little bit more, it delivers, it gives you that fun factor. I think the S2000 is a serious piece of kit, laid around this imagery that it might be a soft roadster, when it isn't. It's actually a very good, very precise driving machine. However though, I like the fact that it doesn't try hard to be something that it isn't. It's its own thing. It's stiff, it's precise, it requires a lot of driving attention, but it will reward you on the drive, and you can really explore the car to really get that fun factor out of that chassis. So if you're looking for a proper driver's car, this is a pretty good proposition. But the only downside is this serious piece of kit is also going for serious money, because the S2000 is getting a whiff of that modern classic JDM tax, and it's going for quite a high price against what it was 5 years ago. There is something special about the S2000, and I think at least against all those 90s JDM that people are paying so much money for, the S2000 drives like its own thing. You get this beauty and elegance with the shape, and at the same time it drives like no other. You can get a lot of fun with an S2000, and I think for the money that you're going to pay today, at least it's enjoyable to drive. And for that, I think the S2000 is a worthy modern classic. Now, as it was before, the prospect of a light, powerful, ultra-high revving two-seater rear-drive sports car is something that gets the juices flowing. Even so today, it sounds like an absolute dream. As cars become more homogeneous, they become plain. But because Honda thought of the S2000, the world is better for it. I'm still not sold on an open-top machine, but if I wanted to, the S2000 would definitely be right up that list.